On August 21st, Las Vegas time, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao, will face the 2008 Beijing Olympics bronze medalist, Yordenis Ugás of Cuba, for the WBA welterweight championship. Their paths could never have been more contradictory and opposite at the same time. The PacMan is already on top of the boxing world, having achieved numerous accolades and glory for himself, while Ugas for the past 13 years seems to be forever in search of validation. What's up guys? This is Chip of Game High, and you'll see in this video 3 important points. Number 1, what this fight brings to the table for both Pacquiao and Ugas. We will also assess their chances and most likely who will emerge as the winner. Number 2, what does this fight mean for Yordenis Ugás? And if ever he wins, what would it mean for his career? And number 3, what does this fight mean on the other hand for our own pambansang kamao, and what may happen if he wins or loses? What is in store for him? Before continuing, give this video a cool thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share this on social media, and even put your comment below. The PacMan, Manny Pacquiao, is already in his 26th year of boxing and has fought so many in-ring battles. His strength as a boxer has been well known to everybody. He is quick and agile, and despite his age, has no signs of ever slowing down. His punching power remains the same, and his style has always been that of a slugger, willing to go toe-to-toe with whoever is in front of him. Overall, boxing fans and aficionados can expect almost the same with him in the ring, a slam-bang affair from beginning to the end. Yordenis Ugás is something of a mystery. Despite winning the bronze medal in the 2008 Beijing Olympics, it seems that he has not made it that far as his career is concerned. For the past 13 years, he was never in sight of even the most knowledgeable boxing fans. But maybe this was due to the fact that it was Pacquiao and other all-time greats such as Juan Manuel Marquez and Floyd Mayweather Jr. who have been dominating the headlines. Pacquiao in that span has fought memorable battles, while Ugas is fighting fellow boxers who are under the radar. His most prominent opponent was Shawn Porter, whom he fought in 2019 for the WBA welterweight title, in which he lost via a split decision. Ugas is almost a full head taller than the People's Champ and has a far longer reach, but Pacquiao has no problem disposing of opponents with similar build, even when those boxers were at their prime and at the top of their game. Considering Manny's talent and experience, and the lack of the same for Ugas, it is no surprise that the PacMan is suddenly the heavy favorite to win. Ugas may already be 13 years in pro boxing, but still relatively inexperienced, and has not faced a top caliber fighter, much less the likes of one Manny Pacquiao. To most people, including us here in Game High, it would be a complete surprise if Manny loses this fight. Aside from talent and experience, Manny has a great motivation to win against Ugas. In 2019, Manny beat Keith Thurman, but failed to defend his WBC title, which was eventually declared vacant. It was Ugas who inherited the mantle. He was elevated as a champ due to his victory against Abel Ramos in 2020. Though Pacquiao reportedly took the stripping of his belt in stride, we cannot discount the possibility that he was out to reclaim the title and the glory, which he felt truly belonged to him. Ugas, on the other hand, would be out to prove that the WBA was right in handing him the title, and the only way to prove it is to beat the previous title holder, the one many thought to be the rightful owner of the belt, that is the fighting pride of the Philippines. As mentioned, Ugas has been in pro boxing for the last 13 years. Boxing prominence and glory, however, eluded him for the longest time. Operating in the shadows and on fringes, he had the chance to show his mettle against Shawn Porter in 2019, but he lost via controversial split decision. He was supposed to fight in the undercard of the Pacquiao-Spence bout, but his opponent, Fabian Maidana, younger brother of Marcos Maidana, got injured. It seems a case of bad luck, but Providence may have other plans, for Spence got injured as well, allowing Ugas to fight Manny Pacquiao. Incidentally, both Maidana and Spence suffered an eye injury. Boxers even now lined up to have a chance to fight against Pacquiao. it surely guarantees a paycheck, but a victory guarantees no less than one of their biggest milestones. Except for his loss against Jeff Horn, all of Pacquiao's defeats were against all-time greats. Before he lost to Timothy Bradley in 2012, Pacquiao strung consecutive victories for 7 straight years, something which is really rare in the world of boxing. Ugas, therefore, has a chance to prove to the world that he belongs to the elite. A victory against Pacquiao will finally bring him that needed recognition and satisfaction that has eluded him for the past 13 years. This should give more than enough motivation come August 21st. Manny Pacquiao, on the other hand, fights for the love of the sport, to which he owes a lot. Glory, fame, fortune, even political career. As such, he has no more to prove, except maybe that he can still hack it out against the best in the field. We never know yet whether Pacquiao will still fight after August 21st, but considering that he had other plans aside from boxing, the possibility that we may see the last of the PacMan fighting in the ring is not far off. The decision to hang up his gloves depends not on his boxing prowess, for he still has a lot left in the tank. Rather, it will depend on other considerations. Some may be entirely unrelated to boxing at all. If the fight against Ugas at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada is the last we would ever see, and it ends in a victory, it would be a fitting ending to a magnificent career spanning a quarter of a century. Longevity alone would have been enough to put him among the best. His accomplishments, however, stand far greater, even when measured against the yardstick of those considered to be the greatest. If he ever loses, which we doubt would happen, Pacquiao's career would have gone full circle. In 2003, Marco Antonio Barrera decided to fight the then unknown Pacquiao over Oscar Larios, a decision he said he regretted. Pacquiao's victory against Barrera put him on the path of greatness, from which he would remain and will never stray. On August 21st, all of us will know whether one will finally step into the boxing limelight or one will still remain there. That's about it. If you haven't, go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, share, and comment on this video. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, as well as our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Until the next one, guys, stay safe, and we'll see you around.